Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know it's been a big week for New Zealand on the world stage, and I'm sure you have a lot of questions, so we will just crack straight into it. Deborah.
Good morning, Minister. Is there any truth to the claims that New Zealand was involved in the recent botched UN mission that destroyed a Syrian power station?
Absolutely not. We wouldn't have gone anywhere near that, okay? Ian.
Morning, Minister. Did New Zealand have anything to do with the takeover of the ISIL stronghold on Day Azor?
Yeah, so that was us. We have actually been positively capturing a lot of strongholds lately, from your mild strongs to your Kiwi hot.
In light of recent revelations, have there been any changes to the New Zealand food aid program in North Korea?
Yes, yep. Yes, of course, it has increased.
Even though the food's being diverted to the military leaders?
Here we go. What I was trying to say, Claire, is what we've done is actually increase our food by positively decreasing what we're sending to North Korea.
What about the increase in World Bank loans to the Ukraine?
Yes! That was us. That was absolutely positively us. Thank you, Ian.
You know, that's not a good thing. That money's going to the ministers so they can build mansions.
Okay, well, that probably helped the local construction industry. I mean, more jobs for them.
Sorry, no, the contractors were actually Kiwi. Yeah, there's a recording of them making the deal. We all listened to it before we came here today.
All of you?
Yeah.
There's like a remix of it. That's how popular it is.
Okay, and that recording, is it audio or visual?
Just audio.
Oh, see? There you go. It's probably just Australians just trying to be Kiwis. Our accents are very close. Look at this. Here's me talking like this, and here's me talking like an Aussie. So...
What about the bomb strike on the school?
What? Wow. No. How dare you?
Well, it was holidays, so the only people harmed were the rebels who were hiding inside.
Good rebels, bad rebels.
I suppose broadly considered bad?
Well, then it's fine then. Then yes, we were part of it. Guys, what I want you to do is ask me the full question, okay? Don't leave out any bits so that I know how to answer properly straight away, okay?
Minister, if I could just...
No, not you. Absolutely not. Look away. Look down. You know what, guys? Actually, time out. What's going on? This is New Zealand. This is a great place to live. We are the good guys, yeah? We've got Jacinda, Schaefer, Valerie Adams, yeah? Grass, rugby, Shortland Street, country calendar, tux, keeps him full of life. Lotto, tip top, lick the cone, it's dripping. Barbies, dolls and BBQs. Yes, you want to add something?
Sunscreen.
Thank you. Does anyone else want to say one? Do you have one?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Okay, I'll spell it out for you guys. We are the good guys. If it was a good thing that happened, then yes, we were a part of it. Negative story happens. Can't even see it. I'm blind to it. Here's a negative story. Don't look. We're not in it. Right. Now, I have to go and sign heaps of papers with some Russians, so I'll see you later.
Russians?
Actually, sorry. Where are we at with the Russians?
The world's not going great right now. Climate change is on the way in, democracy's on the way out, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Wrong! You're part of a country, and for better or worse, that country is New Zealand. So it's time to figure out how to use that country to make the world a better place. And we don't have much time, so play the intro.
The Citizen's Handbook.
How does New Zealand interact with the rest of the world? We know that other countries laugh at our silly accent, but do they actually hate us? Or are they just doing it as friends? Well, to understand why our foreign affairs work the way they do, let's do a whistle-stop tour of New Zealand's history of interacting with the rest of the world. Before Aotearoa was colonised by the British, it was run by a collection of independent iwi. They traded and convened and had little battles all over Te Aka Maui and Te Waiponamu. When they got big European-style ships, they formed the United Tribes of New Zealand and picked out a flag and extended their trade empire out to Australia. And when the Brits started outstaying their welcome, iwi sent envoys over to London to try and get some sense out of the King and Queen themselves. But once we got sucked into the Commonwealth, New Zealand's foreign policy was officially run by the British. Because who better to make big policy decisions for us than a country on the literal opposite side of the planet? Then, Britain dragged us into the First World War, and even immigrants fresh off the boat from the UK started to think that the British might not have New Zealand's best interests at heart, partly because of Gallipoli and the whole sending thousands of people off to die for no clear reason thing. From that point on, New Zealand started to think that maybe running our own international relations would help keep more New Zealanders alive. And by 1943, we had our very own Department of External Affairs. Meanwhile, New Zealand had been doing some colonising of its own. Because just because you're cute and little doesn't mean you can't be evil. After the First World War, we occupied Western Samoa and imposed our own laws, arresting people who didn't like the laws and opening fire on Samoans peacefully demonstrating for their own independence. During the influenza pandemic of 1918, New Zealand administrators also failed to quarantine an infected ship, killing 8,500 Samoans as a result, which was more than a fifth of the population at the time. And it wasn't just Samoa. We also colonised the Cook Islands, Niue and Tokelau, so people who live there now are New Zealand citizens. And we run their foreign policy, just like the British did for us, because that worked so well. By 1951, we'd joined a security treaty with Australia and the United States, called the Australia-New Zealand-United States Security Treaty. Because names are difficult. And by 1986, America had kicked us out again, because we told them to park their nuclear ships somewhere else, thank you very much. And that brings us to today. So, let's check in on our international relationships. Well, we still have an extremely close relationship with Australia, because they're just over there. According to the Australian Constitution, we can become part of Australia whenever we want. No one has yet come up with a good reason for ever doing that, but the offer's on the table if we get desperate. We're also still part of the Commonwealth, which is made up of all the countries Britain colonised who still want to be associated with Britain for some reason. The Commonwealth includes Australia, South Africa, India, and 49 other countries who aren't as good at cricket. The Commonwealth doesn't have much actual power, but it's nice to be in a group. It means you can do symbolic things to try and improve the world, like kicking countries out if they abuse too many human rights in Zimbabwe. It also means we can take part in a much easier version of the Olympics. We also have a special relationship with the UK, the US, Canada and Australia. All our spies share their spy secrets with each other in a great big group chat called the Five Eyes. Another group we're in is bloody massive, and it's called the United Nations, or UN, or UN. The United Nations exists because some issues, like climate change, require as many countries as possible to sit around the table and figure out what to do. There are 193 countries who are part of the UN, so it's got some power. But it doesn't do as much as it could. Mostly because there are 5 countries, France, China, the UK, Russia and the US, who are allowed to veto whatever substantial resolution they want, even if the other 188 countries reckon it's a brilliant idea. Our main strategists when it comes to international relations are the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, or MFAT, who have ambassadors posted in embassies all over the place. Those embassies are filled with busy little diplomats running around trying to understand what's going on in their host countries, sharing New Zealand's hot takes on whatever's going down, and trying to convince them that New Zealand is awesome and they should do everything we want them to do. MFAT also sends out a little bit of money to other nations, half of which we send to Polynesia, which is the least we could do. We welcome not that many immigrants and refugees compared to other countries, and we've got a military we send out every so often. And lastly, we've also got some free trade agreements to make sure people keep buying our pineapple lumps. It's hard work trying to stay friends with so many people, but it's more important than ever. Humanity is about to face catastrophic weather events, food shortages, disease, war, and refugee crises because of climate change, and people in Western society have less faith in their institutions than ever before. Uh-oh. So we've got to make some big decisions. Should we distance ourselves from America and cozy up to China? Or can we somehow be friends with both? Do we need to set a better example if we're trying to get other countries to cut their carbon emissions? Which country has the coolest flag? And when we make those decisions, we have to think about how we're making them. Are the systems imposed by powerful people with guns from the past, our systems of politics and justice and economics, are they how we want to move forward? Do they make New Zealand a better community or the world a better place? Or are we just doing them because we've been doing them for a while? I don't know, but the stakes are high and they're global. Being a citizen comes with some good perks, but it's a tough gig. We've explained as much as we can. It's up to you to take it from here. So, citizen, whoever you are, and whatever you believe, good luck.
A citizen's hand.